Welcome back for another episode of Dungeon Crawl Stone Soup. We are still running some practice games for this week's Crawl Sudden Death Challenge, where we're playing as a Troll Enchanter. And the purpose of this practice game is to see what happens when you abandon Vehumet at a low level. What button did I accidentally push? Okay, yeah, forget that. Last game, things got a little bit out of control when I got dropped on top of a hill giant that by a teleport trap, and I had no escape plans. I used some consumables to try to survive the fight, but not as much as I should have, and I got punished for it. This could kill me too, honestly. I mean, even a troll. No, we should be all right. 4 jackals is a lot for level 1 character, but, trolls are overpowered as heck in the early game. But if we had been caught out in a bad position, that might have done it. Being able to run back to that corridor was pretty crucial. And there's a knoll, which, kills a lot of players in the early game. Fortunately, there was only one, not a whole pack, and he had a crummy weapon instead of a good one. Yeah, I'm a little disappointed about that game. It was going all right. But, it wasn't the tournament game. That's what really counts. So I'm doing these practice runs to make sure that that I'm prepared, that I'm used to playing the race, the combo, the character, whatever that I'm playing. Last week I played 3 practice games, and I died at level 5, level 11, and level 14 or something like that. But then I went on in my real game to get the full 10 points for the week. And I'm hopeful that something like that is going to happen here. Although even if my Vehumet Gambit pays off, getting the full 10 points is not easy this week. The bonus challenges are mostly the tier 1 challenge is a bit tough. I'm really glad this is all still asleep. I'm somewhat surprised. I hope that the door does not make a loud noise when I close it. It doesn't. So we are just going to tag all of this as a no-go zone. I'm don't go in here. Don't do that. Don't do that. Or that. In week 2, my run, which was going great, or great-ish anyway, was ended by Robin's pack at level 5. And I don't want that to happen to me again. Sigmund, no thanks. He could also, easily kill. Sigmund is, oh, yikes, 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 yikes. Stairs. 3 knolls is serious business. We're out of here. One knoll should be all right if I can take him one at a time. I mean, he has a good weapon too. A flail of protection is pretty good for him. But a troll has 2 good weapons. One on each hand, so to speak. Claws. So I guess we're just I don't know what really to say about the early game as a troll. You guys probably just watched that last episode, or watched it pretty recently anyway. And this is going to be more of the same, although we're finding some nasty, nasty uniques in addition to those knolls. Grinder is a unique shadow imp, I think is what they're called. He can paralyze you and cast pain. and all kinds of nasty stuff. So I'm just going upstairs. I got places to be, Grinder, honestly. How can I explore the rest of the level without Grinder seeing me? I'm gonna, I guess, come down here and see if he's probably up by that staircase we left. No, he saw me. I keep forgetting to identify my my scrolls, which is what I really should do. Fortunately, Grinder is like blinking away. Is he fast or something? No, he just somehow keeps getting back into line of sight of me. I don't understand it. So let's read, let's actually get away from, we're pretty far from Robin's place, so if we read a scroll of noise, they maybe won't hear. There's teleportation, okay. Yikes. I'm going to learn Takima's dance here. I just don't imagine it being very useful, but it's better to have it than not. And now we are in dangerous territory, I guess. Because I have to find a way out of here without waking up Robin. But it looks like there is a way. And maybe I'll find the other staircase down, which would let me explore the rest of the level without alerting Grinder so much. So it looks like through here works, right? Well, maybe not. Okay, there is a wall there. Good. So I still don't know where the third downstairs is, but I think I'm going to go to here where there's a knoll, maybe. Try and isolate this knoll with the Whip of Freezing. Cool. And now this knoll with the spear is not much threat when he's in melee range, or he's less of a threat. You know, spears let him reach, which we can't do. I'm worried that I might be skipping the Vehumet altar. That almost happened in the last game, just because there was a big threat that I had to run away from, and it turned out it was blocking the entrance to Vehumet's altar. And it was only just like a matter of luck that events happened. So I decided not to finish that floor, and I left, but the way things turned out, it ended up being convenient to come back and run through there at a time when I knew the Orc Warrior wasn't in the neighborhood, and I found the altar I was looking for. So we've left. No, there's Grinder, and I was just tabbing. I could back up to the stairs, and then when he blinks, I'll be able to escape. I could try to just attack him. Like, he doesn't have a ton of hit points, and I think he's not going to have an easy time killing us. But Paralyze and then, like, Pain can do a lot of damage. So, I don't know. Let's try hitting him. Ow. Yeah, I think this may be the end of another practice run. He paralyzed me and then just blinked around 3 times or whatever instead of actually hurting me. So let's quaff a potion. Curing. That's good. Okay. Whew. So you get a ton of experience for stuff like that. That's pretty lucky. He got us right where he wanted us, and then he didn't kill us. So, I don't want to chance my luck with Sigmund on the same floor as Grinder, no less. They are like the 2 deadliest early game uniques. I don't know if it was too ambitious to try to kill Grinder. If I had had a buff potion, I would have taken it and been fairly comfortable. But given that I didn't know what any of my potions were, speaking of which, let's identify some dang scrolls, huh? There's Might, there's Haste, those are both great to know. Summon some butterflies with a scroll of random uselessness. But having to quaff randomly to recover from the fight, and the fact that like he could have killed me if he'd wanted to pretty easily indicates that I made the wrong choice in fighting him. But, you know, we did get a whole like level up and a half out of it, which is going to make a big difference for the coming floors. And unarmed combat is high enough. I'm going to turn on fighting as well. Do I want to focus on armed combat, maybe? This is fine. And I have a scroll of blinking. I need to remember that. Ooh, a shield, huh? So how much does it cost to cancel out shield penalties for this? And do I even care about that? Because it's costing me some evasion. And making my spells harder to cast, not that that really matters. I think it's fine. It costs 9 skill points, which for a troll is a lot, but we can get there. So having managed to kill Grinder has really made the next few floors a lot easier than it would otherwise have been. I don't know. Maybe it was worth the risk. It paid off, so that's, you know, that's nice. Nothing here I want. But again, I'm not sure it was really the right decision. It's been a long time since I've fought dangerous uniques that early. I usually just either run away or get murdered. Okay, it's not something we want to deal with, right? I mean, it has, yeah, it has like Fireball. Oh my god. Deep Elves, man. The cheat codes on these guys. Dungeon 5 Fireball, are you for real? Deep Elves are something else. There's nowhere I can really go where I'm not worried about this ghost finding me, basically. I'd like to squeeze a little more experience out of this floor before I go. Fine, a scorpion. And there's bound to be quite a bit of experience down here, maybe? And I have no real evidence that the ghost was headed this way. Some of the doors around here are open. I don't know if, like... Yeah, I'm pretty sure ghosts can open doors, but other stuff can too. So I kind of feel like if I walk through a door that's closed, I'm not in any real risk of running into the ghost. I don't know, maybe that's silly. Because he would have opened the door on his way in. Okay, this is enough. I can leave that much of the dungeon unexplored. Can I? What if the temple is in there, right? I mean, it's dangerous, but... Okay, there's certainly no temple. It doesn't look like there's an altar. Let's go. So there's a sewer on this level, a timed portal that we haven't seen in any previous video yet. Sort of the earliest, easiest timed portal. And it usually has like some potions or some scrolls or something for loot. It was very distant from down here, I think. Gotta keep that in mind so I can triangulate on it. It's very distant again from like around here. Not a big surprise. We're in basically the same place. a giant frog, not even a skeleton, but the real deal in the flesh, so to speak. It's nearby, so he must have been guarding the entrance to the sewer, it looks like. It could be a coincidence, I suppose, but that's an armor shop. That sort of looked like, since it was in the water, it would be a sewer, but apparently not. What? Where's the dang sewer? It said nearby when I was like right here. I guess it's up through here? So these location alerts are like as the crow flies. This looks like a Zom altar, I think. Yeah, Spears of Chaos are nasty, nasty, nasty. And I don't want any more to do with Zom, honestly. So Chaos weapons can do just about anything. And it happens at random. Is this shallow? Yeah. Let's go check this out. Nothing good. The drain is nearby. There's another giant frog. I have plenty of time to find the sewer. I'm just puzzled as like, where could it be? A ring of stealth, fine, I guess. Down here? Rusting of a drain, still nearby. Another potion of haste. Let's grab this ring. No rush to find the sewer. We're close enough to it. It's like down here? Yeah, there it is. It was really nestled in here where I didn't think there was room for it. How did I end up picking up arrows? Drop arrows. I accidentally put them on auto pickup. That's why. The sewer is like usually filled with rats and kobolds and other gross stuff like that. Delicious stuff like that, I mean. We're a troll. Jackals, sure. There's a big kobold here. I don't know, whatever. We're a troll. What was that? That was probably a Zin altar, I think? A Livalon. Huh, okay. I don't know why. They have like a Livalon purifying the water in the sewer, I think is the joke there. So that was a really short sewer. I can identify a scroll while I'm down here. It's enchant weapon, sure. I don't ever want to use this dagger, but we can enchant it. I don't really know why Crimson Imps show up as yellow so early. Like, they must be worth a surprisingly high amount of experience, given that they are not really much of a threat generally. They just blink around. Ow, 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 ow. I really made an error. I tabbed this Orc Warrior for far too long before realizing that there was an Orc Warrior in the area. So this is the kind of thing that's going to get you killed in a tournament. Potion of Heal Wounds, fine. And I really can't afford to be doing that. Like, I'm sort of thinking of this as like, oh, you know, this is a practice game, but like, you got to practice in a practice game. You can't just play and then not care how it comes out. It's not good practice if you don't care about the outcome. And, you know, I can attribute some of that to my unfamiliarity with recording while I play. You know, I'm doing a lot more talking, which, shoot. Did I not mark this as excluded? I thought I did. Did I, like, clear exclusions at some point? I don't know what the deal is here. I thought I said never to come back here to where all these dang gnolls with Spears of Chaos are. Ugh. Alright, let's just find the stairs. How do I get to that staircase? I've already sort of messed it up. They're going to get a few free hits on me. Okay, so dungeon is going all right, not great. I haven't found any fantastic items. And here's the temple and also Joseph. Well, I have had better news in my life. Joseph hurts quite a bit in melee. At least I'm not at range. He has a sling that shoots really hard sling bullets, and then he switches to a quarterstaff that hits you pretty hard in melee. So at least I only have to do the first of those two. And so the question is if I need a buff to kill him. Do I need haste or might or something? What are these 4 smoky red potions? Maybe they're agility? That would be nice, but they're probably not. It's probably potion of poison or something awful like that. I mean, I have 78 hit points, 75 now, I guess. I could just tab him a little bit and see. I missed. Okay, that was good. Yeah, well, that was fine. I didn't need any buffs. So what's in the temple? Show me Vehumet, please. Nope. Once again, Vehumet is not in the temple. This is just bad luck. It's not like there's any bias that makes Vehumet not appear in the temple. There is one for Lugonu and Jiva. They very rarely appear in the temple or in the early dungeon. You have to go quite a bit out of your way to find them as gods. A lava snake? What? What are you doing here? I've never seen this before. That hurts a lot. Don't hit me. What? Why is this lava snake here? And a hungry ghost? This is some weird... Obviously it's some weird vault, because lava snakes never appear in the dungeon normally. I always like to try to figure out the puzzle of, like, what is this all about? Themed vaults like this often are a reference to something interesting. And, I don't know what this is. A lava snake, a ghost, some sort of glass structure in the middle. It looks like a volcano, right? I mean, with this lava thing. Weird. I just don't know what it's all about. And it doesn't matter. Oh, killer bee. 1 killer bee is fine. If I can just fight 1 killer bee. The problem with killer bees is you can never have just one. They come in big packs most of the time. Even, this early maybe small packs. But, I've seen, in a recent game, I saw, like, you open the door, 20 killer bees come into view. Like, that is not what you want to see. They're just fast. They have great dodging, and they hit you with heavy poison. So you kind of want, like, decent armor and poison resistance to fight killer bees, and I have neither of those things. I do have claws, so there's that. Fedhas altar, also not what we want. So Vehumet is like one of the last gods that we're gonna see all game, I guess. Unless, did I miss it somewhere by skipping over a floor? I thought I explored each floor enough that I was comfortable I probably wasn't missing an altar. But, I mean, I think there can be one just in the middle of nowhere. It's possible I missed it. If I get down to dungeon 9 and I still don't find it, I'm going to have to come back. Because I think you're guaranteed it by 9. Orc warrior, yeah, please die. Great. Now I'm going back to the stairs, get away from the priest. No, don't use an escape hatch, please. Let's go here. Prince Ribbit. Probably should not have fought him, but here I am. And a giant frog. Yes, get out of here. And a hungry ghost. Let's try to kill that first. I don't know how much of a threat the hunger is. But as a troll, I don't like being this hungry. Yeah, I'm starving. Gonna have to eat some real food. Let's just have bread. Dungeon. Oh, I gotta eat that jackal. I can't be leaving food on the ground like this. This Dungeon 8 has not been very kind. And there's still Prince Ribbit to deal with. Fortunately, there seems to be a bunch of food around here at least. Is Jelly fast? No. Alright, I'm just gonna run away. I should be able to get away before the priest can smite me to death. There were killer bees. I didn't notice whether they saw me. Okay, there's a jackal. And I've healed up enough that I should be just fine against the jackal. I can come back downstairs, just murder all this stuff now. But since my high HP pool is my main defense, I can't just charge into combat without most of my hit points. On some other characters, you can sort of get away with that because you have good armor or whatever, and so missing some of your hit points is not as big a deal. But I have my only real defense is my health pool here. So I need to make sure to rest up. You know, as a troll, it's easy to lull yourself into like, I'm invincible. Wow, that's bad down there. That's what that is. And you can just like tab anything, and you don't even have to rest. But you can get killed in the early game just like anybody can. And then in the late game, it's sort of easier to kill you because your ability to branch out and diversify from the just like hold tab down is quite lacking compared to other characters. The stupid electric eel, man. I seem to be safe from him here. Do I get a troll hide? Apparently not. Troll leather armor would have been nice, although a bit. Jeez, get out of here, man. These electric eels. That's a big part of the level to leave unexplored. Maybe I'm gonna use. I'll go back upstairs and use that staircase. So I can try to explore down in this southern area without having to pass the gauntlet of electric eels. Yeah, Prince Ribbit is trying to teleport away, but we got him. Okay, so that was one of the big threats of this floor taken care of. God, all these eels, though. This is a huge lake. And electric eels do, like, a lot of damage. Man. They're really denying me this whole area. And Okawaru, of course. Grumble. I don't really have anything to do about these eels. Wands? Like, they don't have a lot of hit points. I could try to wand them down, but there are a lot of them. I guess I'll try it. I could maybe charge up and kill one of them, but then I think I would be killed before I could get out of range of the others, basically. So I kind of have to fight from right here, where I can only see one eel at a time. How does a Wand of Frost do? Lightly wounded. Disintegration? Okay. Disintegration does a fair bit of damage early on. So that was one eel down. Great. You know, maybe I can avoid the rest. There comes one now. So I still want, how about flame? Is that gonna make like steam clouds? It is. I don't know how I feel about that. It hurt him a lot. Okay, sure. Okay, there goes another eel. Okay. Oh, lair. They were guarding the lair. Okay, interesting. It's good to know that. Oh no, I got into a bad place. Alright, I need to use wands. I can't run away right now. I mean, I could try. There goes an eel. How about frost? No, that would cancel out the steam. Let's just hit him with more flame. It's engulfed in steam. Alright, killed him. Boy, it's more use than I've gotten out of flame and frost wands for a long time. They're pretty good over water because those steam clouds make a big difference. Yeah, he's dead. Steam doesn't do a lot of damage, but eels don't have much hit points, so it sort of works out all right. And wow, Erica, huh? Well, she didn't see us yet, so let's run away. All the stairs are here, though, so I can't really run away and try another staircase very conveniently. Are you actually guaranteed all the gods by 9, or is it like even further, like 11 or something horrible like that? I don't know exactly how to look that up. I think I could go read the source, but I'm not going to. I think I know where I would look in the source, that is. I got down here with Erica, and I really don't want to be here. I don't know how I'm supposed to deal with this. Like, I don't have... I guess I buff up, like, a Potion of Might, maybe? That would probably do it. Haste might be enough. Let's read some scrolls. Acquirement? Really? I didn't look at what... I don't have any of the big wands, so I could take a wand. Or I could take armor and like hope to luck into dragon armor, basically. Which would just like be a life-changing event for this troll. Wow. Artifact Shadow Dragon armor. That's very good. Okay. The artifact is not very good itself. But, I mean, it's +4 armor that I can wear. And I think it's, like, as strong as plate, basically. Is that how strong Shadow Dragon is? Yeah. It's as powerful as plate armor. But trolls can wear it. And it's +4. So that's really good. And it also gives you a ton of stealth. Most of that stealth goes into canceling out the heavy armor penalty of wearing dragon armor. But it's actually stealthier than wearing a robe. So this is a big life-changing event for this troll, honestly. I'm going to start training armor? I guess. That's a great scroll of acquirement. They were potions of flight. So now I feel actually a lot better about Erica. Can I survive without a buff? Is that a question I should be asking myself even, or should I just use it? Like, we're kind of in the hardest part of the game that we're going to be in for a while, because as soon as I find an altar to Vehumet, I can stop screwing around in the deep dungeon and go to the lair, which should be a lot easier. So there's something to be said for using up buffs now to make sure that I survive until we get back into an easier part of the game. And Erica is a big threat. What are her spells? She has invisibility, but don't we have to see invisible, or was that last game? That was last game. Okay, and she has slow, which she did use on us. Venom Bolt would hurt quite a bit. Invisibility will make it hard for us to kill her. Confuse would be quite bad, although I could drink Curing. So I think I'm just going to head downstairs and then probably drink a Potion of Might. Let's actually say Haste. And if she's not here, like if she's wandered away for some reason, then I could have saved the potion. But since she is apparently still there, I'm going to drink the Potion of Haste before I go back downstairs. Save me like half a turn or something. And we just want to do damage to her as fast as possible. Okay, so she didn't get to do anything too bad. Armor skill increased. Okay. All right. So with this Shadow Dragon armor, I'm feeling a lot more comfortable. That was a very lucky acquirement. We were not likely to find... Ooh. Clarity. Great. Book of Battle. Well, I can't learn any of the spells in it right now, effectively, but regeneration would be good eventually. So that was the first. No, we found that's the second Dithmenos altar. Still no Vehumet. And I don't really know how to pronounce all of the gods' names necessarily. You know, they're kind of weird, made-up names that you wouldn't run into in real life, obviously. And some of them, it's not totally obvious necessarily how to pronounce. Like I had trouble with Elivalon, for example. Like Kybriados, you know, Kikubakadga. And so, I don't know. Yredalemnul. Now I'm used to like at least a pronunciation of all of their names, whether it's the correct one or not. It's the one that I use. Mostly, of course, it doesn't come up because I don't talk about this game too much out loud. Let's hit the ogre here. He's in close combat. He's the dangerous one. But so now that I'm doing these videos, I'm like, I wonder if there's anybody listening who like, you know, I know there are people who pronounce Kybriados like Chebriados or something, which is also a reasonable pronunciation. And, you know, Elivalon is usually shortened to Eli, and Kikubakadga is shortened to Kiku, even when just, like, Dagger of Chaos, huh? Even when saying it, like, writing it down in IRC or whatever. Okay, yeah, so these wands, even though we're not trained at all in using wands, and these are fairly innocuous wands, they're helping with some high priority low health threats. The eels earlier and now Psyche. I'm not sure how many killer bees are in there, but Gastronach is not something I want to mess with right now. So I'm actually going to retreat here, like while getting stung over and over by this stupid bee, just to get away from Gastronach. So, where is my Vehumet altar? Like, I could be playing this offline in wizard mode, which is Crawl's basically built-in debugging mode, where you can, you know, you're basically like are a god. You can do whatever you want. You know, it's just cheat mode, right? It's useful to help debug problems in the game, for example, or if you just want like a fairly low stress game where you, like, whenever you die, just, oh, resurrect me, please. So I could be doing that and, like, just give myself Vehumet and go down, set myself to level 12 or whatever. I tried that, though, actually, just because I just wanted to see how bad Vehumet Wrath is at the level I would be abandoning Vehumet, and the game kept crashing, so I couldn't do it. So instead, you guys get to watch me dive for a Vehumet altar on a troll. Ugh. Terrible. There's Orc. We're getting some good consumables. And that Shadow Dragon armor, of course, is fantastic. I'm not sure how deep in dungeon I'm going to go before I give up on Vehumet and backtrack. I could do that now, actually, like... just go back upstairs to, like... What floors did I not finish exploring completely? Well, that's a Zom altar. Like, I'm not going to mess with that. Level 5, I left a tiny bit unexplored. Yeah, so I don't think it's... I don't think there's anything really worth going back for. I just never remember what floor you're guaranteed to have found an altar by, and I thought we would have it by now. This is why, so, like, if your goal is to win, and that's, like, your main goal, or your only goal, then something you definitely do not want to do is commit to a god, like, before you start. Say, I want to go play a Deep Elf Wizard of Vehumet or something, because it could be forever before you find a Vehumet altar. If you just want to win a combo that you've started, I strongly recommend taking the first altar that's kind of reasonable, because the divine abilities you get from having a god are like really good. There's a labyrinth rather on this floor somewhere, and just taking, like, Ashinzari is pretty reasonable for most characters. Okawaru is pretty reasonable for most characters. And if you get one of those and turn them down because you're waiting for Vehumet or something, you might just die before you get there. Jesus Christ. So having to do it for a tournament is interesting. It's one of the things I appreciate about this tournament format and all the challenge goals is that it makes me play differently than I would. And I'm having a lot of fun with the extra challenges. But it feels bad, when I'm just diving for this altar that I'm not even going to use, and I'm getting unlucky and not finding it. Still haven't found it, right? Yeah? Okay. I'm pretty sure that there has to be one by Dungeon 11. I don't think you have to go deeper than 12 to find an altar. Well, maybe you can have to go deeper than 12. Or deeper than 11. I'm sure you would have it by 12. I'm going to go into this labyrinth. It's, I'm a little lower level than I'd like to be for a labyrinth. There's a lot of L words. Lower level than I'd like to be for a labyrinth. But the stuff you find in labs is, Ring of Invisibility is useful, I guess. Labs have typically pretty good loot. They're not a lot of fun. You just sort of wander around for ages until you finally find the center and there's a Minotaur and then you kill him. There's some hints to when you're getting close. You can't auto-explore in here because the walls, the map is, you're always forgetting the map. you know, there's rock walls, stone walls, and metal walls in here, and metal is typically closer to the center. Rock is farthest from the center, and stone is like in the middle. Or when I say the center, I mean the labyrinth, the place where the Minotaur is, which is not necessarily right in the center, but it's usually centered-ish. But the problem is closeness doesn't necessarily let you... You can't just go straight. I do have disintegration, so I can use that to cheat once or twice by knocking down a rock wall if I feel like it's in the way. But, you know, it's not a lot of fun wandering around this labyrinth trying to remember how a map goes, which is not what the rest of Crawl is about at all. So it's this mini game that like you have to play through, sort of, if you want the loot in a labyrinth, whether you like it or not. Oh my gosh, a lot of hungry ghosts. Yeah, that's true. I am quite hungry. Oh my gosh, don't starve me to death, please. I mean, they probably won't. What? I guess there's a regular ghost here or something? Huh. A shadow or something? Maybe an unseen horror? Who knows? Must be an unseen horror. It's moving strangely. I'm starving. Well, eat some fruit. Got it. It's not another one, is there? Doesn't look like it. So Labyrinth used to be, like, starving to death in a labyrinth used to be, in older versions, quite a threat. I'm just going to go check this out. This is the outer boundary. Yeah. And so that's why the hungry ghosts are sort of in here, to emphasize the risk of starvation. But like these days, even on a troll, it's pretty hard to starve to death. So this is a troll ghost. They are the worst. So I'm just leaving right now before things get worse. Hey! Oh. I saw this, a bunch of metal, and then, yeah, this actually looks like this is where the Minotaur lives. Interesting. That's nice. It used to be that teleportation scrolls would always take you further away from the Minotaur than you were, and they took that out because you could use that intentionally to like teleport further away and then say, aha, the exit is that way, you know, in whatever direction it didn't send you. Right? So yeah, this is it. This is where the Minotaur lives. Must be, right? I'm gonna rest up here. Yeah. And this is well worth a Potion of Might. Or actually Berserk Rage would be even better. He has no weapon, but he's still a threat. The Minotaur can be very dangerous because he can pick up loot that's in the labyrinth and wear it himself. You know, and so we took him quite easily, and maybe didn't need to berserk after all. But so the loot here is just amazing, right? I mean, look at all that. What did we pick up? Scrolls remove curse, a bunch of jewelry, a book of burglary, a couple wands. Okay, cool. So I guess I'll try on all the rings. I'm going to go upstairs first in case one of them is teleportation and teleports me away from the exit. Okay, well, none of those rings are that good. Resist mutation is fine, but I'd rather have clarity. So the rings I want are like, I guess I want stealth and invisibility. I'm not going to be able to evoke it very easily, but it's a nice option to have, I guess. The question is whether to try on, how much identify do I have? 1. Whether to try on these amulets. Like, I think it's fine. Right? If it were contaminated, that would be bad, but not the worst thing in the world. An amulet of faith and magic resistance, so that's good to know. That would help me power through Vehumet piety more quickly. So that's great. And here's an amulet of See Invisible, basically, and some other stuff I don't care about. But I mean, it's stasis, which is a problem. Why am I contaminated? What? You take off an amulet of faith and it engulfed me in magical discharge? Is that new? What the hell is that? Why didn't it warn me either? Oh. Because it was stasis, maybe? And I was slow or something? Yeah. I see. That's what happened. Why was I slow? From Berserk. Okay. So that's what happened is Berserk slowed me down, and I put on an amulet not knowing what it was. Oops, sorry about that. And it turned out to be stasis, which prevents you from being slowed or hasted or whatever. And if you put it on while slowed or hasted, it instantly cancels it, but gives you a bunch of magical contamination. So this is something I had never thought of being a problem when wear IDing amulets. So that's interesting to know. I guess I'm going to put on my resist mutation. I could drink cancellation, but I don't know. A mutation, if I got it, wouldn't be that bad necessarily. Yeah, so I lost 2 intelligence, which is bad. But I have like 9 somehow? I don't know how that happened. But let's put on Faith, I guess, for the magic resistance. Stealth and invisibility seems fine. Now back to looking for that Vehumet altar. And this video has gone on for a little while. I'm hoping I can find the altar and then just walk down to Lair and call it a video. If it's not on Dungeon 11, I don't know what I'm going to do, because I don't know if I can survive Dungeon 12. There's a Vault Guard? Really? He must be guarding the entrance to a treasure trove or something. Jeepers creepers. That's nuts. I think if I go Berserk, I can kill him, actually. Where's the nearest stair if I wanted to do that instead? It's pretty far. Bad things could happen on the way. I don't know. I think it's inadvisable, but I'm like getting kind of tired and I want to end the video, so I'm gonna do something unadvisable and just Berserk this guy. Okay, so he didn't do any damage, but I don't think Berserk was an overreaction. When you start fighting Vault Guards, you're usually like level 20 something, not level 11. Yes, there is a trove here. And it wants a Wand of Hasting, which, you know, naturally I don't have. But it's something, you know, if we ever find a Wand of Hasting, like, I probably will want to keep it. But if I found like a second Wand of Hastings by some miracle... Why is this excluded? I don't understand. Oh, Herald. So, still no altar. I'm going to try Dungeon 12. I think it's guaranteed to be on this floor. Like, I know there's definitely a guarantee of some floor. And I'm reasonably certain it's not deeper than 12. So let's fight the slime creatures one at a time. Wow, Ring of Slaying. Nice. Did the slime creature lose me already? Apparently. So there's some tough stuff down here in the deep dungeon. And if we survive it, there should be some pretty good experience as well. But this is a bunch of monsters that we could be getting Vehumet Piety from killing if... Jesus, Centaur Warrior. You know, so I'm kind of bummed about fighting all this without a god. I'm planning, like, once I have Vehumet, it's going to be like I have no god anyway. I'm going to be playing basically Atheist. But I want to be gaining piety while I do it, you know? Because the whole point is to get Vehumet piety so I can get the point and then abandon. And the fact that I can't find the Vehumet altar is a real bummer. Oh, I should actually be wearing Clarity, not this other thing. At least until I find Vehumet. And then I'll want Faith. So Amulet of Faith gives you like God piety faster, basically. And when you take it off, your god gets annoyed and you lose some piety. Which is going to be fine, because I'll take it off after abandoning Vehumet. Man, Gargoyle, what is it? A teleport trap? Jeez. There's like all this nasty stuff that I usually don't fight before Lair, right? I mean, who goes to Dungeon 12 before Lair? Not me, that's who. I'm gonna be kind of sad if it turns out the altar was on like Dungeon 3 and I just missed it. But, you know, at least if there's anyone to do something stupid like this with, it's an troll. Because they're just so strong. Poison resistance, that's good too. I guess I'll keep stealth on because I seem to actually have a moderate amount of it. Between the Shadow Dragon armor. Let's put on See Invisible here, right? Yeah, that should make this a lot simpler. Not only do I know where it is, but like you get penalties hitting stuff that you can't see, and they get bonuses hitting you. So if I have See Invisible on, it's not as big a problem. You know, where else could the altar be? What? All right, I need to review what places I have not explored, apparently. Huh. There's a little bit on Dungeon 9, I guess. 8. I don't see anything that I missed. 7. Looks done. 6. So far we're going back to just Dungeon 9. 6 has this area, which I know is a Zom altar, and I would be very surprised if there were a Vehumet altar in there, but I guess I'll go back and check. 5 has a little bit, so 9, 6, and 5 we got to revisit. How about 4? 4 is done. 3? Okay. Dungeon 2. I bet it's in here, actually. Robin's band is guarding it or something. Who is this? Mock Club. I bet it's on Dungeon 2. But I'll go try 9 first. So the problem is, I was hoping to, like, be able to abandon Vehumet at level 12, not... oh, this is it, isn't it? Yeah, okay. I don't remember what was on this floor that made me run away. Something, though. Orc Warrior? No. I don't know. Anyway, so there's our Vehumet altar. I was hoping to abandon at level 12, not join at level 12. But, you know, there we go. So I'm just going to head to the stairs to the lair. And we should be able to... Can we get 6 stars of piety just from lair? Maybe. Certainly by orc. And that'll give me time to switch to Trog or something. So I'm going to just get to the stairs of lair as a good stopping point for the video. Whoa! Okay, let's not die, though. Put on poison resistance, please. Okay, there go all these killer bees. Fine. Rest up. Put back on. Well, let's see what this new ring is. Teleportation, don't want it. Put back on stealth. Okay, there we go. Long video. I think we broke an hour. But we finally found Vehumet. Could have found it a little bit sooner, although not a ton sooner. It was 9. Pretty late. But we're in a good position to accomplish the goal of this practice game, which is finding out what happens when you abandon it, basically. So in the next video, we'll head down to Lair, and it should be a breeze, given that we handled Dungeon 12. So I guess I'll see you next time, and thanks for watching.